This video is brought to you by Against the Flow of Mississippi. Against the Flow of Mississippi is a book about Jake Fayard, a Marine veteran who is unhappy with the political machine running the state of Mississippi. He decides to fight the corruption from the inside. Jake will face more challenges than he ever has and will stand up for what he thinks is right. His notoriously hot temper will push him to the edge of murder, along with his friend and brother Kobe Barhanovich. Together, they will fight the system and give the power back to the citizens of Mississippi.
Against the Flow of Mississippi was written by Anthony Oksenholt and was published by Oksenholt Biloxi Publishing, LLC. A link to the book will be placed in the description below.
Yeah, this a revolution in our time. Everybody's fighting, change coming, yes. That's why it's an acronym for riot. Everybody has a voice. Don't you dare stay silent. If you say nothing, you are an accessory to violence.
They've had their say. Seems like they've had that kind of say around here for too long. I had to stand up for myself alone. I went in there to remind them that somewhere in this world there's still a little law and order left. To let them know in the only kind of terms that their kind understand is that they can't bribe or threaten their way out of what they did. Let them do this to me and get away with it, and you give them the eternal right to do the same damn thing to any one of you.
Access 228, your host, Anthony Oksenholt, where we report the facts and we are not for sale. If you have a news story or something that's on your mind, please feel free to give us a call at 228-337-2099. Be glad to have you on. Thank you for listening, and we do appreciate all that you do to support us and keep free and independent journalism doing what we do best.
You know, you want to piss me off as a former correctional officer? Somebody actually took his job seriously? It's a great way to do it. This is an excellent fucking way to do it. Anthony Oksenholt, Access 228. Former correctional officer sergeant with the Florida Department of Corrections. I also worked for the Stone County Jail, and I briefly worked for the state of Ohio, all in a capacity as a correctional officer. I know the job, and this ain't your fucking job. This video comes from Mississippi Today. Please go check them out. Seems like Mississippi Today is the only place to get real news in Mississippi, because the conventional media sure as hell ain't doing it.
So a former deputy has leaked more videos of Rankin County Jail guards mocking an intellectually disabled inmate, recorded just a few days after guards made a video of them shocking him in an electrified vest. And those videos were getting passed
Shocking him with an electrified vest. Okay.
around by guards and deputies at the Rankin County Sheriff's Department. Okay, first, a little context. Last week, our team at Mississippi Today published an investigation that found widespread brutality by guards and jail administrators going back at least 13 years. You can check out that story link in the comments. During that reporting, we also obtained a video showing guards shocking a man named Larry Buckhalter with an electrified vest.
What the fuck?
Coke, after a guard told him to give his consent. Larry died in 2021, but his family and people who knew him said he was intellectually disabled and that disability was obvious to everyone who knew him. Larry's family said that one time Larry told them he was afraid to go back to the jail and that the guards there called him Crying Larry. Former guards confirmed that nickname and said that guards used to tease Larry and make him perform humiliating tasks, like shocking him with a stun vest. Earlier this week, a former sheriff's deputy sent us 2 more videos of Larry taken just a few days after guards shocked him in the vest. In the first video, Larry is wearing a party hat and he sings happy birthday to someone named Barry.
Happy birthday, dear Barry. Yay!
That's probably a reference to Barry Vaughn, the former captain of the jail, who is now the undersheriff in Rankin County. If you look closely, this office is just like the one where Larry was shocked just a few days earlier. 2 former guards and a former deputy told us that this was the office of one of the highest ranking guards in the jail. A few former guards also...
That looks like a captain's office in a jail. You know, the nicer furniture kind of gives that away. And this guy's now the undersheriff. How does that work? Why?
told us that the second video happens in the office of the sheriff's wife, who works for the department. In this video, someone wearing a sheriff's department uniform is hiding behind Larry and slams a wet floor sign into the floor behind him.
I love y'all, man. Thank you. Oh, man.
When we shared these videos with the sheriff's department, the department attorney, Jason Dare, said that Larry had a crack problem and that he'd never been diagnosed with a disability. Dare said, quote, Larry celebrated countless birthdays and life achievements at the Rankin County Jail. He never went hungry and was never brutalized. These videos perfectly show his genuine affection for the Rankin County Sheriff's Department. The fact that you spin it as mockery is shameful. State authorities had a different reaction. The Mississippi Bureau of Investigation assigned agents to investigate the video of Larry being shocked, and the commissioner for the State Department of Public Safety called the video, quote, appalling and utterly unacceptable.
Thank you, Sean Tyndall.
That these videos of Larry got shared around at the sheriff's department by deputies and guards on a private WhatsApp channel. If you've been following our reporting, you might remember that last year we uncovered a different WhatsApp channel used by the Goon Squad, a group of deputies who for more than 2 decades allegedly tortured people they suspected of using drugs. In that WhatsApp channel, deputies shared pictures of rotting corpses, joked about killing people that they didn't like, and shared a video of a deputy taking a dump on the bed of a man they had just arrested. Yeah.
What?
Seriously. To read more of our reporting on the Larry Buckhalter videos and the Rankin County Sheriff's Department, head to MississippiToday.org.
Okay. So much to unpack here. It looks like this Larry Buckhalter was a frequent flyer at the Rankin County Jail. That still don't mean he's got an excuse to be treated like free entertainment. That's completely unacceptable. Trying to hold my temper here because there's just so much fucking wrong with this shit right here. Care, custody, and fucking control. That's the job of a correctional officer. Care, custody, and control. This was no care in this. There was custody. There was control. But in a whole wrong fucking context. You do not brutalize convicts, inmates. That's not how this goes. You do not test out your toys using a shock transport vest on inmates in exchange for a Coke. First off, you don't give them a goddamn Coke for anything. They want a Coke, they can get their family to put money on their canteen. COs don't give them shit. Just too much bad shit can go that way. That's number one. Number two, paying them a Coke for your cheap entertainment where you literally send 50,000 volts into the torso of a man. What the fuck? Then making him sing happy birthday or whatever. No. And he had love and affection. The man was disabled. Maybe it was a drug-induced disability. Maybe so. But I don't care. The man was fucking disabled. He was not in control of his faculties by any stretch of the imagination. There's nothing that you're going to say to me that's going to make me believe that this man knew what he knew what he was doing, but not really. We don't fucking do that as correctional officers. I am so disgusted at what I just fucking saw. There is no fucking words in the English language that I can string together that would come close to conveying my level of disgust. I'm pushing vomit down because I want to physically throw up at what I just witnessed. Why hasn't there been? I mean, I know Sean Tyndall, and I like Sean Tyndall. I know he sent the FBI in there to do an investigation into this, and I'm glad. I support Sean Tyndall. I'm glad that he's doing the right thing. But at what point did anybody who worked in that jail while this shit was going on, at what point did anybody say, hey, this is not right. We need to stop this? Somebody explain this shit to me. I'm going to go before I throw up on camera. I'm that fucking disgusted by it. Y'all have a good day.